This story took place 2 years ago, on Halloween night of 2023. I'm a 25-year-old guy now, but back then I was just 22, working full-time as a community organizer in my town. That particular day had been exhausting. We had a big family festival at the recreation center, costume contests, games, candy trivia, and even a parents versus kids dodgeball match. It was fun, but by the end, my legs felt like lead. All I wanted was a quiet night and maybe a late dinner before crashing into bed. But peace never lasts long. About an hour after I got home, around 6:30 in the evening, my little sister Savannah called me. She wanted me to take her and my nephew Jackson out for trick-or-treating. Apparently neither our parents nor Jackson's folks wanted to do it this year, and as usual, it fell on me, the cool big brother, to save the night. Savannah was 15 at the time, and Jackson was 11. I was tired, but I couldn't say no. So I threw on some comfortable clothes and drove over to my parents' place to pick them up. Savannah was still finishing her costume. She'd gone all out, dressed as Raven from Teen Titans, complete with the pale white makeup and dark purple cloak. Jackson, on the other hand, was rocking a Sub-Zero outfit from Mortal Kombat. Once they were ready, we headed off to a popular neighborhood known for its generous candy givers. The night started great. The streets were buzzing with laughter, glowing pumpkins, and music from portable speakers. Kids were running from house to house with overflowing buckets of candy. We even came across an old man grilling hot dogs in his driveway. He said he preferred giving out protein instead of sugar. Savannah and Jackson thought he was awesome, and honestly, I agreed. After about an hour and a half, our bags were nearly full. It was getting late, and we decided to start heading back to the car, about a 10-minute walk away. That's when things started to feel off. As we walked, the number of people on the streets began thinning out. Most houses had turned off their porch lights, and the laughter and chatter faded behind us. That's when I noticed someone standing across the street, in a dark yard where no lights were on. They were completely dressed in black, a long hooded cloak, black pants, boots, and a mask that hid every inch of their face. I couldn't even tell if it was a man or a woman. The figure wasn't moving, just watching us. I told Savannah and Jackson quietly, "Stay close to me. Don't stare, but look across the street. Someone's standing there." Jackson chuckled, thinking it was just another Halloween prankster. Savannah didn't laugh. She could tell from my tone that I was serious. For context, I carry a licensed firearm for self-defense. Savannah knew that. So when she saw me subtly reaching for my bag strap, she understood something wasn't right. We kept walking, pretending not to notice the figure. But a few minutes later, I heard heavy footsteps behind us. Solid, deliberate steps, like boots on concrete. When I turned, that same figure was following us, closer this time. I could now see they were wearing tactical gear under the cloak, a vest, gloves, boots, everything. It looked military grade, not like a Halloween costume. My stomach dropped. I whispered, "They're following us. Don't run, just keep walking to the car." Savannah nodded quickly, holding Jackson's hand tight. We walked faster, and I kept glancing back. The figure stayed the same distance behind us, silent, steady. When we finally reached the car, I turned fully around. The person was still coming toward us, slow, deliberate steps. That's when I drew my gun and aimed. "Why are you following us?" I shouted. The figure froze. Then slowly they raised their hands and pulled down the hood. It was a woman, maybe mid-30s. Her face was pale under the streetlight, and her expression was blank, almost robotic. "I'm an undercover officer," she said flatly. "There was a report of a break-in nearby. I thought you might be involved." Her tone was strange, emotionless, rehearsed. I asked her why she was wearing tactical gear and a cloak if she was undercover. She just stared at me. Then her lips twisted into a faint, unsettling smile. "If you didn't have that gun," she said softly. "This night would have ended very differently for you." My pulse spiked. Before I could respond, I noticed movement from the darkness, 4 more people stepping out from between 2 houses, all dressed in black tactical gear, but without cloaks. 3 men, 1 woman, expressionless. Their faces were hidden behind black masks. That's when I yelled for Savannah and Jackson to get in the car. They didn't hesitate. I backed up toward the driver's side, keeping my gun raised. The woman didn't move. She just stood there, smiling, while the others slowly approached. I jumped in, locked the doors, and sped off. The whole ride home was silent. Savannah stared out the window, clutching Jackson's hand.